Hey, it's your girl Miss Soncerae here, and I wanted to make a video about the self-degradation of black women. And I wanted to use someone that I knew. I wanted to use someone that I had been watching for a while, and had been paying attention to her behavior, and I follow her on Instagram. And I just wanted to make sure I had enough information before I could formulate an opinion about this specific woman. I'm telling you guys now, it's no shade. You know how people get. They're like, oh, you make a video about this girl and you got such and such to say and boop, boop, boop. Oh, you must be jealous or hate her. No, I absolutely adore Kaylee. She is one of the most beautiful models I have ever seen. I mean, just beautiful, has this beautiful skin, these pretty eyes. She is just a wonderful person. She has 2 sons that she loves and adores, and she always talks about all the time. She has a great sense of humor, very, very smart young lady. I'm from the DMV. Kaylee's from the DMV. My type of girl, super cool, Y'all don't know what the DMV is, DC, Maryland, Virginia. I just really, really enjoy her in general, so I don't want anyone to think that I hate this specific person or I have something bad to say about her, but I really, really think Kaylee is just one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. But it does make me sad, okay? It makes me sad because I follow her on Instagram and she's posted these gorgeous pictures of herself, and then pictures will come up and I'll just be like, oh, not another one of these. Yeah, she'll post something like this and I'll be like, I just hate seeing this. And she posts other selfies and headshots and things of that nature, but then when she posts stuff like this, it just bugs the shit out of me. And people say, well, how, can something like this bug the shit out of you when you used to take pictures like this yourself? What a lot of people don't understand is I hated taking pictures like this. And I did it because I had a goal in mind. I wanted to be something specific, and this was my way to get there. I was thinking that doing this was the only way for me to get to where I wanted to be. There are plenty of reasons why women post pictures like this. And I'm not going to say that the reasons that I name are why Kaylee does this, but I really, really hate when she does this. The reason why I stopped modeling like this to begin with was because of the disrespect and the degradation that I was getting from other men. Just recently, Nicki Minaj was complaining about how, she was putting her sexuality on Front Street for her Anaconda video. And she was saying, if white women did this, it wouldn't be such a big deal. No, it's still disrespectful. It's still, you disrespecting yourself. Like, there's a difference between a black woman or a white woman putting on sexy lingerie and selling lingerie like a Victoria's Secret model. But a lot of the time, these women are selling sexuality, and it's a degradation, even though sexuality is one of those things that we all do, one of those things that's beautiful, we procreate, but I don't want females to look at images of Nicki Minaj or images of Kaylee and believe that this is a form of female empowerment. Yes, you're beautiful. Yes, you have a nice body. But there are other things about you that make you a valuable person or a worthy person. I always read that Kaylee, wants to find a decent man. And I've told her before, if you want a decent man, you can't represent yourself in this way. And she's like, well, I want a man to, appreciate how I look, and I want a man who is comfortable with being out with me at the club and things of that nature. But what you have to understand is good men have a bit of innocence to them, okay? And what they're looking for is a woman who has that innocence that they can recognize. So the last place they're looking for a decent woman is inside of a club, or a woman who's half dressed or naked all of the time on social media. That's not what a decent man is looking for. Now, there are men out there who will accept a woman who does what you're doing. I won't necessarily say that they are a decent man. And of course, I'm not sitting here and trying to be judgmental, but we all judge each other to a certain degree. It's like we can't help but do this. For example, if you walking down the street and you see a gang of people dressed in police officer uniforms, you're going to think that they're police officers. If you go to a restaurant and you see a guy dressed as a chef, you're going to think he's the chef at a restaurant. You go to a hospital, you see a person with a white jacket and a stethoscope, you're going to think they're a doctor. You know, so if you go onto social media and you see a chick half dressed all the time on Instagram posting nude pictures of herself or in magazines naked or whatever, you're going to think she's a whore. Period. It's just, that's what everybody is going to believe. So I tell people all of the time, you know, be who you are on the outside as well. So if you're not a hoe, or if you're not a freak, or if you're not a slut, don't put on the slut, hoe, freak uniform. Come on, you're milking a really, really fucked up cow when you say, I do this as my grind because I have a goal that I want to accomplish. You know, I don't necessarily know what Kaylee's goal is when it comes to the modeling and things, so I'm not gonna speak specifically on that, but I do know that when I was modeling, I wanted to do acting, I wanted to just be sexy, you know, I just wanted to be noticed, I wanted to be recognized for what I was trying to accomplish inside of the entertainment industry in general. And you know, black women already don't have the level of respect that they need to have inside of the entertainment industry anyway, whether they're an artist or a model or a actress, you know. So it's already difficult to get the work and the money that you deserve as a black woman inside of the entertainment industry, but then you also make it hard for yourself or for anyone to take you seriously when you are half dressed and posting pictures where you're emphasizing sexuality. This picture right here says fuck me in the ass immediately. It doesn't say, hey, I'm trying to be someone and take it serious. You know, inside of the entertainment industry, it's male oriented, so the first thing people are going to think, anybody that's part of the powers that be, they're going to think that, you know, she's fuckable. And sometimes they're going to try to use sex as a way to give you what you want and get what they want back in return. What a lot of people also lack inside of the entertainment industry in general is social responsibility. They forget that people will follow you. Like, people will want to be you, and if you're going down a road that you don't necessarily like, but you kind of gotta like sell your soul or lose all dignity in order to get to where you want to go, they're not seeing that. All they're seeing is this person is getting the attention that they want. They're not understanding. So as a black woman, which I can tell you, being a black woman is like the most powerful thing on the planet to be. That's why we're dogged so much. That's why there's so much emphasis on us, because we are very, very powerful, and we're always the center of damn attention, and everybody has something negative to say because we are very, very powerful creatures, and it's easy to be intimidated by a black woman. Let me just say that. I can tell people that there is a difference between when I was modeling and the type of attention I received, and the type of girls that were saying, I'm looking up to you, I'm looking up to you, versus now where I'm no longer doing the modeling. I barely hear girls say, hey, I'm looking up to you now, or I want to be like you, you're someone I want to emulate. But I do get girls that do that. 9 times out of 10 they're in college, or they're trying to be entrepreneurs, or you know, businesswomen of some kind, and they see me and what I'm doing and want to emulate who I am or who I have become. But when I was modeling, I had more girls saying, oh, I want to be you, I want to do this, I want to do that, because of how popular I was and how glamorous it looked. But I'm telling you, it's like something I really, really was not feeling it. I didn't like the fact that men were looking at me like I was some kind of sex object. A lot of these women inside of the urban modeling industry that are doing these pictures of them in lingerie are promoting their sexuality. They're not selling lingerie like they're a Victoria's Secret model. They're selling sexuality. These women that you see in these Black Men magazine, King magazine, and Smooth magazine, and all that stuff, they're selling their sexuality. They are trying to get a man to get a hard dick. And if you want that to be a profession, you know, you have to really, really think, is this what I want to do? Do I want to be inside of the sex industry? And can I take the ridicule? And can I deal with men thinking I am a fantasy? You have to understand, you become part of a fantasy. You become part of a sexual fantasy when you put yourself out there like this. So when men see you like this, it automatically kind of sets them back a little bit if they're meeting you through that platform. If they're meeting you first and they're getting to know you first and blah, 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 maybe they might overlook the fact that you're posting yourself half naked online. But 9 times out of 10, you know, men that are decent men or good men don't want a woman that does that. And you know, that's a hard reality to accept. You have to realize that you attract what you are. Whatever you put emphasis on, whatever you focus on, you will get. Like, there's nothing wrong with sexuality. Sexuality is something that we all have, and sex is something that we all do. But when you post pictures of yourself bent over with your ass in the air, and you only got a man looking at you for one thing, and then you're crossing a line where it's no longer about, you know, sexuality or the beauty of sex. It becomes this like grimy, disgusting thing. But putting emphasis on sexuality is not a form of confidence. You know, a lot of women feel like, oh, I want to be sexy like that. That's a woman being confident. No, that's a mask. You know, that's covering up something deeper underneath. There's cause and effect for everything. Everything that a human being does, there's a reason behind that. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was this hashtag last year, Stop Black Girls, where it was like this visceral example of racism, where they were putting up these pictures of black women and just making fun of them. And, you know, I think about that. I think about, you know, how that can affect black girls and other black females. And as a black woman, I want to be an example of what a black girl should try to be like, you know, and I don't want black girls to feel like their sexuality is something that they have to use in order to become someone inside of this world. Most of these girls that are posting these half-naked pictures of themselves hate themselves. And a lot of people aren't understanding how that could even be a valid statement. You know, I'm not going to say that this is a form of an opinion. This is an observation. My opinion about it is an entirely different thing, but I'm just going to talk about the observation, what I am observing about women who do this. You are allowing your image to be degraded when you allow people to take pictures of you like this and you put them up and you consider it an accolade. Like, how is it you being on all fours with a big ass neon fuck me sign on it an accolade? How is that an accomplishment? How is that something that you can be proud of as a black woman, as a black mother, as a black anything, as a woman in general? Like, you're degrading yourself as a woman. You're a woman before you're a mother or a black or anything. You're a woman. So you're allowing someone to put emphasis on your body as if your body is an object, as if you're a sex object. This happens a lot in rap music and in videos, and that's why I said I would never do a music video. All of that modeling I did, I'm not a video vixen. I've never been in any videos, and people say, you know, why didn't you do videos? Why didn't you do videos? Well, it's because I felt like rap music was too disrespectful for me, and I wasn't going to be a part of something that damn negative. Like, all I hear black men talk about in this rap music is women, hoes, freaks, sluts. I don't give a fuck about you. Suck my dick. Give me some head. You know, just fuck me and don't talk. We don't want to hear shit you have to say. As long as you're just sucking my dick, that's the only reason why I want you around. Type stuff. I'm like, I don't know if these men are actually listening to this music. Maybe they just bobbing their head to the beat. They're subconsciously getting programmed and starting to behave like these rappers do. You know, a lot of people don't understand this misogynistic, degrading behavior that rappers have inside of their music, inside of their music videos. These guys are getting paid to disrespect black women. See, you guys aren't understanding. They're making a living off putting out into the world that black women are hoes, sluts, and freaks, and they take no social responsibility for it. Most of these women that are posting these pictures of themselves, they're experiencing value through this. If you need something like this to feel better about yourself or to experience value or to feel like you're valued, something is incorrect. You have a lot of women out here that have never done anything like this that are still valuable women. you want to use this road and take this journey to get to wherever it is that you want to go. To each his own, the normal person would say. But for me, being a black woman, and for me to see other black women doing this to themselves, it's just a very, very sad thing to me, because you don't have to do all of this. Especially when you're a smart woman, when you're a beautiful woman, when you're a great mother, you know, you're just standing there as like this big ass contradiction. And how is a person supposed to take you seriously if on one hand you're a mom and you're beautiful and you're smart and you're intelligent, you're funny, you're good to be around, and then on the other hand you're looking like a straight skank? It's like, which one of these people is this woman really? You know, you want to be a public figure, you got to understand what the public wants, and you have to be okay with what the public wants, you know. And 9 times out of 10, what the public wants to see a black woman do is degrade herself, you know. That and when you do stuff like this, Kaylee specifically, you're doing exactly what everybody will want you to do. Now, there's something brilliant about a woman in general going out there doing her grinding. That is something admirable. I can appreciate that about any woman, but the type of grind is the problem. Once again, I don't want anybody to feel like I don't like Kaylee. I really, really do. But I just wanted to use her as an example of, you know, a walking, breathing contradiction. Like, she's such a good person, and then to turn around and do that, it's like confusing, you know. I'm not just confused, the world is just confused. And you know, she posted a picture the other day, or a comment on Twitter, I think it was a comment on Twitter, about her sons and how her sons love her regardless to what she does. And even if a man doesn't see that she's, you know, a beautiful person, her sons will always see it. And that's very, very true. But if you want a man to accept that you are in the club and you're posting half naked pictures of yourself, you also have to accept you know, what men want. And what generally good men want is that innocence. You know, they don't want a woman who is seeking validation from a poisonous source. And most of those people that are liking all of your photos and telling you that you're beautiful and all of this shit every time they see you half naked, that's your poisonous source right there. And I see how you can get addicted to something like that and think that that shit is appealing and want to stick to it. But baby girl, just, I really would love it, you know, if you stop that and try to find another way to attempt to get to the goal that you want to accomplish. And because you don't need that. Like, that shit is like so bad for you. Miss Southern Entertainment Awards Model of the Year. Don't lose your dignity just to be accepted. When a woman goes onto social media and posts naked pictures of herself or half naked pictures of herself, that is someone who is broken. They only feel love when people are giving them attention. If you want to make this a black and white thing, or a, you know, white women get away with it, no, it doesn't matter what color you are. When you're putting your sexuality out there, you are degrading yourself, period. And like I said, there's a difference between selling lingerie, because you're a lingerie model for like Victoria's Secret or some shit, versus you selling sexuality. Black women degrading themselves is not the black man's fault. I do want to say that. A lot of black men don't say, you know, black women, you don't have to do this in order to be beautiful. You don't have to do this in order to be successful. You don't have to do this as a form of confidence or female empowerment. But most men who do interfere with a woman who is validation seeking, they get crucified basically. She's in the process of emotional suicide. So there's nothing you can say as a man for a woman who is going out and doing these things and she is absolutely convinced that this is the way to do it. There's nothing you can do. For me, I have always tried to be a positive force inside of whatever it is that I'm doing. I try to have a positive attitude towards it. So I don't want anybody to think that, you know, I'm trying to be negative, especially not Kaylee. I don't want you to feel like, you know, just I'm not trying to dog you out, you know. This is really coming from my heart. This is really, you know, me seeing you and women like you and feeling that you guys can do a lot better. You can go and be and do better and make more money doing something else, you know what I'm saying? And just you can do whatever it is that you want to be. If this is what you want to do really, and you're feeling okay about it, and you're so sure that that's what you want to be inside of the sex industry, do it. You know, to each his own, really, seriously. If that's what you want and that's what makes you happy. But if there's a feeling inside of you, something nudging at you that's telling you that this is wrong, and for most girls that is what's happening, don't even do it, because it's not even worth it at the end of the day. You don't have to sell yourself this way. And that's the point of me really making these videos. So girls who have seen me modeling or know of who I am or my career can understand, you know, why I decided to stop modeling, and they can also understand there's better ways to get what you want and get the money that you want, and even the popularity that you feel like you want. I mean, it's tons of women out there that have gotten popularity in a completely different way. So, you know, for all the attention-starved girls, if you're not getting attention from the men, or you're not getting attention from Instagram or whatever it is, you can always buy followers and traffic. Come on, it's not that deep. You know what I'm saying? That's why there's so many people out here with so many Instagram followers and so many, you know, just people after them, because you can go buy that stuff. So, and that's normally what's happening when people are, you know, celebrities. A lot of celebrities are going out buying these people and buying traffic so they can get these people to buy their music or to come to their concerts and stuff. You have to realize that being inside the entertainment industry is a business. There's a lot of things going on that you're not even seeing. And a lot of these people inside of the industry do not take social responsibility for you, and they do not believe that it's their fault if you start heading in the wrong direction, because they have misinformed you about what it really means to be inside of the entertainment industry. So be careful what you choose and what goals and journeys that you know, take. Everybody has their own journey, their own road to get to where it is that they want to go. And you know, I respect that at the end of the day. You know, do, have whatever it is that you desire. There's no hate there, you know, but just be careful and understand exactly what it is that you're doing and getting yourself into.